Today I am starting my 29th journal, and if you saw my last video where I finished my 28th journal, you would know that I have some bittersweet feelings towards this. I really did not want to finish my 28th journal because I truly just loved it so much, and so I feel a little bit of reluctance to start my 29th journal. I am excited for it, but at the same time, I just still am a little bit sad that I'm done with my 28th journal, and I've never felt that way before with all of my journals. I think also I just don't have a super solidified plan on how I want to start this journal today, and that definitely doesn't help. As well as just with what the journal itself is going to hold, I feel like I really don't know what it's going to be like. I've been overthinking it way too much. So here are my thoughts. For my past 3 journals, I've been using the same brand, and I wanted to use the same one again because I love it so much. And I was thinking I was going to use the black one, but I recently gave it away, so then I ordered it again off of Amazon. I have it linked on my storefront, by the way. But in the meantime, I've been thinking about if I really do actually want to use this one for my 29th journal, because I do also have these 2 other colors, and I'm not sure if I want to use either of these instead. Whenever I start a journal, I like to decorate the first page, whether it be with a quote or some sort of journal art. And I feel like the color of the journal is going to also determine the direction that I want to take with that. The other thing, I've been considering decorating the outside of the journal with the different stickers from the journaling packs that I've been coming out with Pentel. Now that all 9 of them are released, I thought it would be really cool to maybe take the names of the journal packs, which are at the bottom of each of the sticker sheets, and put them all on the outside. But I don't know if I want to do it on the outside or if I would want to do it on the first page. And then I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to put the stickers on my 30th journal, the one after this one? Because 30 is just such a nice number. But at the same time, it would make sense to do it on this 29th one because I just recently finished releasing them all with Pentel, so the timing of it makes sense right now. And also, I don't know what I'm going to be doing by the time I get to my 30th journal. Maybe I'll have other ideas of how I'd want to start it, and I really won't want to put the stickers on it. I don't really know. You know, so much can happen over the course of one journal. Maybe life will look very different and I'll want to do something else. But I don't know. I was thinking I would put them on the outside of a black journal because I thought it would look cool. But I also was considering doing for my journal art on the first page a gingham design, because gingham is super in right now, and I thought it would be cool to do a beige gingham because that's my favorite and kind of matches the vibes of my flannel that I have on. But I feel like it would make sense to do that in this one. Or I could do a gray gingham in this journal, and I feel like I could do it in the black journal, but I feel like I just would want it to match a little bit more with the cover. And then if I were to do a gingham cover page, that would just be a very different vibe from putting stickers all over the cover. Clearly, I'm way overthinking this. I think because I don't have a set plan yet on the idea of what I want to do, it makes it even harder to be excited about starting the journal. And like I mentioned, I already was having mixed feelings on ending my 28th journal. I feel like having the black one would be really cool with all the stickers for my 30th journal. But it just makes sense though to do it on this journal now, today, because we just recently finished launching them all. All I have to say is I hope you're not overthinking starting your journal as much as me, because it does not need to be this deep. And I don't know why I'm overthinking it so much. It would be really cute too to use stickers. I mean, just look at how cute these are. I really love the travel journal stickers too. So cute. Honestly, so many of them are so cute. I don't know. And then as fun as it would be to put stickers on the outside of the journal, I really have never done that. Except for this journal. This is the only one that I put a sticker on the outside of, and it's the Fruits of the Spirit. But I've never put stickers on any of my other journals, so part of me is like, would it even make sense for me personally to put stickers on the outside of the journal? Because that's not really my vibe. I could put stickers maybe on the cover page, so like the design could be just a bunch of stickers on the cover page. I think maybe you guys should just comment down below what you think about the stickers and that. And for now, I'll just do gingham because I am gonna be sitting here all day overthinking. My executive decision is to use this one. And at the end of the day, it really is not that deep. And then you guys can let me know if I should put stickers on the outside of this journal or if I should wait and do it on my 30th journal. So the first thing I have to do is I have to write my name, and then I'll do the cover page and show you guys what I write in my first entry. This can always feel so scary because it's the first ink that you're putting in your journal. And even after doing it 28 other times, still is a little nerve-wracking. I don't know if nerve-wracking is the right word, but just kind of pressuring. Okay, wow, I kind of crushed it. It's so centered. It looks very nice. Phew. And now we can start decorating the cover page. The first page of these journals are a little weird because you can see it doesn't fully sit flush with the rest of the journals until you go to close it. The last page is like that too as well. I'm not really sure why. It's something just weird with the binding. And then also in the back here, they have a little pocket that comes with these little tabs that I never use. It also has a strap here, which I really like. I pretty much always will stick my pen on the top like that. Even though there's actually a pen loop that you can use, I just, for whatever reason, always use it like this. I also like that the band matches the journal itself. Sometimes the bands will be a darker color or like black on a colored cover. And personally, I just like that it's the same color. And then another thing I like about these journals is that the pages are 120 GSM, so they're quite thick. The pages are also bright white, so if you use any color with markers, pens, whatever, the colors will pop a lot more. And then I also really like that the pages are numbered. So there are 256 total in these journals. And I just like too that as I'm going through the journal, I can see how many more pages I have without having to physically count them out. Anyway, so for this first page, I'm going to do a gingham pattern, and I'm going to do it in beige just because I feel like that matches very nicely with the cover. And also in general, I just really like the way that beige gingham looks, just like my flannel, like I mentioned. Just to make sure that my lines are straight, I'm going to use a ruler, and I'm going to start out just by doing horizontal lines all the way down the page. I also actually am going to put a piece of scrap paper underneath it, just because, like I already mentioned, this page doesn't sit flush when the journal is open, and I don't want to get any color on the following page. All right, now I'm going to do those horizontal lines. I decided to do it every other line on the page, but I think I might actually go back in and add more lines. And now I have to do the horizontal lines, which I think will be more difficult just because I'm not following along the actual lines of the journal. And I could measure them out so that they're perfectly spaced out, but I think I'm just gonna eyeball it and hope for the best. I am glad though that I added the extra lines because I think it'll look better. I think that looks so good. I'm pretty proud of that, honestly. It might not be the most perfect match to the cover page, but it definitely goes with it. And I just think beige gingham is so pretty. And it really does match my flannel. Now I'm gonna write hello 29th journal or happy 29th journal. I'm not sure which one I wanna do yet. Sometimes I do one or the other. And I think I'm gonna put the quote in my entry because if I wrote a quote here, it would be just really busy. And also for my quote, I'm gonna do another Bible verse. For the actual writing though, I thought I should use a color that would match the cover to kind of tie it in a bit. I think this would match really nicely. And then also I kind of want to try something different. I have these sticky notes which are a little yellowy, which match this pretty well. And I was gonna try to write it on the sticky part of the sticky note and then tear it out and then stick it on for the words. So I'm gonna try that. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but the nice part about sticky notes is that if I don't like it, I could always take it off. Maybe I'll start out with hello. And I think I'm gonna go over it one more time just so it's darker. Okay, and so now I could cut them up, but I think I'm gonna try tearing it. So I'm just gonna do it like this. I was hoping that would have been straight. So you can see the edges just look a little bit more distressed having ripped them instead of cutting them. And they're sticky on the back already because of the sticky note, so I can just stick them right on. And if I don't like them, then I can always just take them off. Now the real question though is if I want to do it like this or if I want to offset it. I think I'll just put it in the middle like that. I feel like it's missing something, so I'm gonna try just doodling a couple things. And now I can add these little doodles to the bottom. What do we think? Does that look cute? Maybe I should put them a little closer together. I love using the sticky notes, that's so nice. I think that looks so cute. I can't tell though if I like it with or without the little doodles better. But look at that, that's so sweet. And now I get to do the actual entry. So I usually don't write it on the back of the cover page, and I just write the first entry here on page 3. And I'm gonna start it like I always do. You guys know the drill. Today is Tuesday. It's 1:48 p.m. and it is November 11th. 11/11, make a wish. For the quote in my first journal entry, I am going to use a Bible verse, and I've been debating between 2 different Bible verses, which funny enough are on my 2 mugs. I love these 2 mugs. My brother got them for me for Christmas one year. And so I have Be Still and Know That I Am God, Psalm 46:10. And then I also have Be Strong and Courageous, Joshua 1:9. And the full verse is Be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And I've been debating on these 2 different verses because both of them feel very applicable, and usually I try to choose something that I think will frame the rest of my journal. Obviously I can't fully predict what my life will be like, but so that's kind of why I thought either of these 2 verses would be really fitting, because in this season of life I do feel like the Lord has been telling me to be still. I don't know what that will look like throughout the remainder of this journal though, if I will still be feeling convicted of that. And then the reason why I like this one is because since I just feel like I'm not really sure what the Lord is going to call of me in the next few months or in the next 6 months, however long it takes me to finish this journal, I like the reminder of being strong and courageous and that the Lord will be with me wherever I go, regardless of what happens, because I really don't know what's next. I have no idea what this journal is going to hold. The reason though I'm thinking about not doing it is just because it says do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. And even though I'm not really sure what life will look like in this journal entirely, I don't think I, as of right now, am anticipating being discouraged. I think I'm gonna do Be Strong and Courageous. Honestly, both of them would be really good though. I think I'm just gonna write it out, and I think I'll just do this one color. And then I'm gonna use this to just underline some stuff. And now it's time to write. Oh wait, actually, just kidding. I need to write what verse it is. There we go. And now it's time to write. Okay, and so I decided to start my 29th journal with that verse because I want to be reminded to be bold in my faith and know that the Lord is with me as I fill up each page of this journal. Life can change so much from the start to the end of a journal, and I'm so curious to learn how it does with this one. I'm so grateful to have God guiding my steps. What a comfort that I can trust in His perfect plan. What do we think, you guys? So we have the cover page and the first entry. I think it's pretty cute. I've definitely never done something like this, and I don't really think that's how I envisioned it turning out when I had it in my mind, but I'm really not mad about it. I feel like this page isn't the most aesthetically pleasing looking. When I was imagining the next journal I would be using, I definitely was not thinking it would be this one, I really thought it was gonna be a black one. And then I was thinking maybe the gray, and it wasn't until today that I thought maybe actually I would use this one. And then I kind of impulsively just went with it. So I think I might need a second to kind of mentally shift and adjust that this is indeed my 29th journal. I feel a little disconnected from it right now, honestly. Just looking at it, I feel like when I was inside doing the actual entry, I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then I close it and I'm like, it's a very red, orange, rusty colored journal. And I've never used something like that before, so it just feels different. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.